The person who's standing in front of you, from what I understand with this game, we all have it. So, what I understand with this game is the person that's standing in front of you has had years of different types of trauma or experiences, because it's not always trauma. Sometimes it's a good experience and you want to relive that experience over and over again. I know a lot of people who are still stuck in the 90s, and I'm not just talking about with fashion, because I love 90s fashion, but I'm not just talking about fashion, but I'm talking about your mentality. Like, it's like you still have that 90s mentality, and it's just like, no, you can't do that here. You got to evolve with what's around you. You're going to be dealing with that person. You're going to be dealing with their 7-year-old self. Like, if you get quiet, because I'm a Scorpio, I stay getting quiet, because if I talk when I'm quiet, it doesn't end up well. So what I try to do is kind of pull my energy back and like calm and center myself before I deal with anybody, especially my person. Before I deal with anyone close, especially close to me, I don't talk, because it's not going to come out very well. So I try not to talk. But anyway, so what I am telling you is, when I go quiet, the person will be like, "Are you mad at me? Did I do something wrong?" You automatically feel like you did something wrong. There are people, I'm like that. You understand? And it's like, it's something that I'm working on, but it's still like I'm working on it, but it's still, I think, going to be part of me no matter how much clearing I do, because there's always going to be a 7-year-old self. There's always going to be a 5-year-old self that got in trouble all the time. Like, it was a bug. I stay in trouble all the time. You understand? So it's like, oh, the first instinct sometimes is to be like, did I do something wrong? Are you okay? Like, what's wrong? Because when I was younger, if my parents weren't okay, it wasn't a good day. Does that make sense? In my marriages, if that person wasn't okay, it wasn't a good day. You understand? So it's just like, a lot of the people we're dealing with, even the most cleared, spiritual, magical, whatever person like myself, you understand? I still got triggers. I still got triggers that I have triggers that I probably will not know I have until the person comes in front of me and we start working on on an actual physical relationship. That's when I'm going to know all my triggers. That's when you're going to know, like, all your triggers, because in isolation, or in like not in a relationship, physical relationship, you don't trigger each other because you're nowhere near each other. You understand? But when that person's right here and that you're standing right there and you can't leave and you got to work it out, because you know that there are levels in your life that will not unlock unless that person is by your side, you're going to be like, yo, and you are in the mindset to understand, yo, we're here to get it. Let's get it. And I can only get it with this person at the level that is going to be the highest timeline of the game.